Maybe in ancient societies that didn't happen. But in many ancient societies you had what they called initiation rites. They had initiations into manhood. Yeah? In modern Western society it doesn't exist anymore. And I really don't know enough about Islam to know whether or not there is an entrance into manhood in Islam. Well, ask that question. If you can't answer that question, then and you don't feel validated as a man, there's a danger that someone might ask you to join an organization like this and say, we're going to validate you. We're going to give you an important position in society. We're going to give you important work to do. You're going to become part of our club. Yeah? These men, they joined this club. They thought they were doing something good. And many of them did do many things that were good. But I'm going to tell you right now that Freemasons, most of them who join this club, they don't know what they're joining. Only the men at the very top know the basis for Freemasonry. And the basis for Freemasonry is ancient pagan history religion. And the religion they like the best is religion that Pharaoh loved. And the Quran says that Moses was sent under Pharaoh to destroy the thing that Pharaoh loved. Why? Because it was an enemy of Islam. It was an enemy of God. It was an enemy of God's people. But if you study the imagery, the icons that the Freemasons use, they all can be traced back to Pharaoh. And the religion of Pharaoh can be traced back to ancient Dravidia in the Hindu valley of Pakistan, what is now Pakistan today. And the Freemasons, in their book, Morals and Dogma, they will tell you that if you read the book. Most of them don't read the book. I have a copy of the original. It was first published in, I think, 1876. I have a copy that was published in 1917, given to me by a 33-degree Mason who was in charge of the geosatellite in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the satellite that maps out all the mineral deposits all over the world. That man was in charge of security. He initiated me into that group. He invited me to join the Freemasons, and he said, we need men like you. I felt good. Hey, I'm going to be a man. Hey. Yeah. I did. I thought I was being invited into something that was good. Here's a man that's in charge of security for one of the most secret installations in the country. Goes to Washington, D.C. once a month for security briefings, to talk to the president, to talk to the CIA, and he's inviting me to join the Freemasons. Alhamdulillah, I thought. Yeah? Of course, I didn't say that in those days. I'm trying to plant as many trees as I can in Jannah. So, every time you say Alhamdulillah, you're supposed to get another tree in Jannah, right? Alhamdulillah. Hey, I believe it. I believe it. Okay? I'm a sincere Muslim. I'm really sincere Muslim. I'm sincere enough to tell you the truth, even if it hurts. And some of what I'm going to tell you tonight is going to hurt. Okay? Now, let's go to the next slide. I think. There we go. This is a statement from the College of Islamic Jurisprudence in Makkah, 1978, concerning Freemasonry. Therefore, it's the conclusion. After a long... I'm not going to put everything on there. Therefore, and for the detailed data on Freemasonry activity, its considerable danger, its wicked dressing, and its cunning aims, the College of Islamic Jurisprudence considers Freemasonry of the most dangerously destructive organizations to Islam and to Muslims. Now, I'm not saying this. Whoever would associate himself with it while in knowledge of its true nature and aims would be a non-believer. Oh, it doesn't work? There we go. A non-believer. Okay. And uncounted among its adherents. That means if you're a Muslim and you join this thing, you're not a believer. You're on the road to hellfire. And if there are any Freemasons in this room, inshallah, I hope to give a series of lectures on Freemasonry here. Please stay. Please come back. Because what I'm going to teach you may well save you from the hellfire. If you're here. John Quincy Adams, one of the presidents of the United States over 200 years ago, said the same thing. Freemasonry is deceptive, fraudulent, it promises light, its performance is darkness. Freemasons should be totally outlawed. All right? Now this statement is from Althazar, the first one. This was from an American president. 200 years between the statements. 200 years between the statements. This is not a light thing to consider. Freemason is based on deception. Now I'm going to say something for the sake of everyone and for the sake of any Freemasons who may have come here to see what I'm going to talk about. Most Freemasons don't know they're being deceived. Most Freemasons are decent men. Most Freemasons think they're joining a club that's going to give them some sort of social advantage, maybe a business advantage. And many Freemasons join because they think they're going to actually do something for society. And in fact, they do things for society. They do. But they don't know the extent of the damage that they do in the long run. Because Freemasonry is based on mysticism. And this mysticism is very deceptive. And the people who are manipulating the Freemasons who just join because it's a nice businessman's club, they don't know they're being manipulated. The biggest problem with them is not the mysticism. The biggest problem with them is not the fact that maybe they get involved with womanizing or even getting access to funds that they really shouldn't have. Many of them do. They're very good at becoming thieves. There are a lot of scoundrels amongst the Freemasons. Abraham Lincoln said, an educated man, and many Freemasons are very educated, an educated man is only going to become, if he's a scoundrel, he's only going to become a better scoundrel. He's going to be more educated, and it's going to be more difficult to catch him or her. Yes, there's a chapter of Freemasons known as the Eastern Stars, and we'll talk about that later, for the ladies. So, Freemasons don't know what they're into. That's the problem. But the Freemasons at the top, they know. Now, I'm not going to go into that tonight. I'm just going to introduce the subject. Because if you're serious, you want to know what's going on in the world today, if you want to understand the New World Order, then please, Allah, let me continue to come back here and teach you. I'm happy to teach you. It's my job. That's what I'm good at. That's why I'm here, for as long as Allah permits. He's an Egyptian judge, Grand Master. I want you to notice how he's dressed. Whoops. Yeah. See all these things here? Have you seen them before? You don't have to say yes or no. I know it's a sensitive topic. But you see how they're dressed? You see this thing around his neck? Well, Queen of England has the same thing. Her husband wears the same thing. Queen of Sweden does the same thing. They dress the same way. If you find yourself looking at royalty, this is how they dress. This is the Grand Master, the exalted master of the temple in Cairo. Was this Grand Commander in Egypt? Yeah, ex-governor. Oh, an Ottoman, a bey, a governor.